All right, YouTube, as you can see, we are back in my bathroom. So as you would, if you follow my channel, know this indicates we're going to do a shave. So, and I'm using that tripod. I'm not using the lenses because I want to be able to see, so I'm using the front facing camera. The lenses, I think I'm not connecting them properly. I told you guys that I have a viewer, a subscriber that contacted me with my address. I thought it was for a knife. Wound up that I got a set of lenses and a tripod for my iPhone that had a case that you lock it in. And I think I'm not getting those lenses on there right because it always looks dark. I'm gonna have to read up on it because I can get more of a wide shot with it. I have a wide angle, and they gave me a telephoto, and there's all kinds of stuff in it. I haven't looked up to see how much it costs because, you know, that'd be kind of rude. But what we're doing today is, well, you guys remember this is not going to be just me pulling my knife out of my pocket with spare. You see, I've actually done some testing because this required a lot more prep. I've been prepping this since this morning, and I'm getting my lather ready, and we're not, in association with that, we're not using my regular soap. We're using the CO Bigelow shaving soap by Parasso. It's an Italian company. I don't like the smell as much. It's got some menthol, but it is much more lubricating when you shave, and I'm going to need this because in a second I'm going to show you why. I got challenged by a friend, Adam, to really demonstrate some shaving stuff, and I want to keep this nice and lubricated here and soft. I actually took the time to wash my face and then take a shower, and I put my daughter's conditioner because I'm not shaving with a knife or a straight razor. I'm shaving with an American tomahawk company, Vietnam tomahawk. Now, when I do this, most people would say, this is where you put your disclaimer, do not try this at home. But here at the Art of Manliness Labs, we believe that if you do try this at home, we're simply helping the world follow the law. Darwin's law, that is. So if you kill yourself while you're doing this, obviously, we're increasing the strength of the gene pool. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and, I'm kind of afraid of this. I took that tomahawk, and I pulled it out of the closet. It was pretty sharp. However, I took it up to 8,000 grit on my Waterstones. I then put it on an ultra fine Spyderco bench stone and polished the edges really well. And then, I'm not gonna lie, usually I tell you I just do a couple passes on a piece of newspaper and then I'm good with a knife. This, I stropped the piss out of it. I stropped it on a half micron. I stropped it on a half micron balsa wood strop, and I stropped it on titanium dioxide. I stropped it on a regular razor strop. And then I went back and ran it through again because I found there's a couple spots. So what we're gonna do is we'll go ahead. So now, like I said, I haven't 100% decided if I'm gonna try and do the cheeks. I might just do the underbeard, the neck beard, because I was thinking about growing my full beard back and just marrying these up together. But as you can see, as Deadpool said, I'm wearing my red shirt. See, he's got the right idea. He's wearing his brown pants. I'm wearing brown pants too. Some of you will get the joke. Some of you won't. Tell you the truth, I don't care. Because I'm kind of nervous about this. So I want to make sure I get a good... This stuff builds an incredibly good lather. It's just... It doesn't smell as good. It doesn't give me that old-timey 1800s barbershop feel that I like with the other soap. So definitely not going to do the soul patch area. So we're going to see how this works out. Now, this comes from the fact I told a friend of mine that I let another friend borrow. This is not going to be a close shave compared to other, but we're getting it. So just keep in mind that this shave is going to be a very crude shave at best, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do cheeks because it's really a sensitive area up there because of the angle of the edge. It's a very steep angle, but as you can see, And I'm probably going to have to go back and either put a blade in my double-sided... I have a... you heard me disparaging King Gillette about how my daughter's watching. I'm not sure how I'm going to... This is an awkward... Go for it, babe. I'm sorry. It's a very awkward angle to try and get this tomahawk into to shape. So we're going to have to maybe just go ahead and break the rules of wet shaving and do an against the grain pass. And I'm shaking. I'm kind of nervous. I've never tried this with something that's as awkward. I've tried it with a hatchet, where you have a backside that you can hold on to. This has got a spike on the back. So, let me see. Let's try it this way. All right, YouTube, I am actually going to have to do a jump cut. My camera stopped recording for some reason, just as I was getting ready to tell you. We're going to go ahead and start on the cheeks, and then I'm going to have to finish up with a regular razor. But just to show... So what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and finish up with wet shave. So I was going to say, this was a challenge, but I figured I would turn this around, and I have a couple of these. One of these was my grandfather's it's like 112 years old or something like that he had forever. That wasn't even his. This was intended to be a challenge video, but I realized that I could kind of turn this into an advertisement. And I put it off a few days because I wanted to make sure that I had enough time to let it grow. It's easier. It's much easier to shave with a tool that's not meant to be a razor. When you've... should I just do one side, leave the other side? No. When you let it grow a little bit, it allows it a little... It's easier to actually shave with it. And these... Well, I said in my video the other day, you know, straight razors were used until King Gillette found a way to talk you into throwing your razor away. And they were used for forever, in some manner, fashion, or form. You know, basically it's all you had was either a knife or a straight razor. So these safety razors, they're not bad. When you're in a real quick hurry like I am, I now have to do some editing because for some reason my phone decided to turn off in the middle of a video. So I'm gonna have to find a way to do some editing on my wife's iMac and then post this. So I'm gonna have to combine the two videos. So I apologize that I had to do this because I'm running out of time. And that it's awkward. There's no way I was going to be able to shave well, but I could shave. So I want you to think about the fact that I just shaved with a tomahawk, and then ask yourself, can you sharpen my straight razor? Yeah, oh yeah. Can I sharpen a knife? Oh yeah. And here we go. Let's look down here. And you can see it was, I mean, it could have done a good job, but I would have had to done a lot of work to thin the edge and everything like that. So let's go ahead, put this back in here. And like I said, I dropped my business cards off at the Art of Shaving. I've posted pictures of my business cards. I do stuff on Instagram as well. So if you need to get a hold of me, it is still gunmonkey1974@gmail.com. Going on ice skating with daughter again. So yeah, I can sharpen anything, obviously, as indicative of this challenge. Where it came from, once again, I told one of my friends that my best friend borrowed a field axe. It's not a full-size axe. It's somewhere between a full-size axe and a hatchet. And took it camping, and his friends, they realized that my axe was so sharp that they had to sink it into something to make it safe to use because it was too sharp. It didn't want to do what they wanted. They were using it to split off kindling and things, and it was just too sharp. It just sink in and wouldn't displace the wood to split it open. So, yeah, gonna go ahead and place this video. I'm gonna put it on YouTube, obviously. There is, I had told my daughter's ice skating coach I was going to give her a copy of the video. As long as I didn't wind up in the hospital, I was going to post it, so I was going to give her a link. Like I said, check me out on Instagram. Man, I wish I didn't know that score. Stupid. I'll tell a story about it sometime. Check me out on Instagram. Check out my YouTube channel here. Send me knives. If you're here in San Diego, I'll even go as far as meeting you somewhere to pick up a knife and drop it off. That way you don't have to pay shipping. I mean, it just makes good business sense. If you're local, I can do that. All right, YouTube. I'm going to have to go edit this and do the jump cut. I don't know. Talk to you later. Have a good weekend.